Welcome everyone. I'm excited to kick off today's presentation. Today we'll be exploring the topic, action, instructions, and reasoning engine. On this first slide, I just want to give you a quick overview of what's coming up. We'll cover how these components work together, why they matter, and how they can help us improve our processes. So let's dive in and get started. An agent topic is essentially a specific job or task that an agent can perform, and it's a fundamental part of how the agent reasons and makes decisions. Within each topic, you have actions, which are the tools or functions available for that particular job, and instructions, which guide the agent on how to make decisions based on the situation. Think of it as giving the agent a clear set of capabilities and rules to follow. When you assign multiple topics to your agent, those collectively define what your agent can do, its full range of capabilities. Salesforce provides a library of standard topics for common use cases, which makes it easier to get started. But you also have the flexibility to create custom topics tailored to your specific business needs. For topics in Agentforce for service, there are a couple of key details to keep in mind. First is the classification description, which helps determine if a particular topic is suitable based on the user's intent. Then, there's the scope, which is all about defining exactly what the agent is allowed to do when that topic is active. It's like telling the agent, right now, your only job is to handle this specific task. Understanding these elements ensures your agent operates efficiently and accurately within its designated responsibilities. Let's take a closer look at the main topics covered in this slide. First, we have the general CRM. This tool is designed to handle user requests related to Salesforce CRM data. It can identify, summarize, or update records, as well as draft or refine emails, aggregate data, and find specific Salesforce objects. Essentially, it helps streamline our interactions with the CRM to make data management more efficient. Next is the close deals feature. This is all about empowering our sales team. It provides personalized recommendations based on past successful deals, conversation signals, and customer sentiment. It also answers product-related pricing questions and suggests plans that can help close deals faster. This capability is key to boosting sales effectiveness and ensuring our team has the right information at the right time. Finally, we have marketing campaigns. This tool helps us craft compelling, branded briefs and campaigns within Marketing Cloud. It simplifies the process of creating engaging marketing content, ensuring consistency and efficiency across our campaigns. Together, these functionalities support our overall goal of enhancing productivity and delivering better results across sales, marketing, and customer management. Actions are essentially the ways in which agents get things done. Think of agents as having a sort of toolbox, a library of actions that they can choose from to complete their tasks. For example, if someone asks an agent for help writing an email, the agent will first identify the topic. Then it will launch an action to draft and revise that email. It even grounds the content in relevant Salesforce data to make sure everything stays accurate and contextual. Now, these agent actions can be created in different ways. They might be built manually using an Apex class, which gives you a lot of control and customization. Alternatively, you can create them using flows, which are more visual and user-friendly. Or you can even develop them from prompt templates, which help standardize how actions are performed. Understanding how actions work is key to grasping how agents operate efficiently and effectively, especially in a complex environment where they need to perform a variety of tasks seamlessly. This flexibility in creating and using actions really highlights the power of designing intelligent, adaptable agents that can handle diverse responsibilities within your system. Now, let's look at some key actions you can perform with this feature. First up is Query Records, which is currently in beta. This allows you to find and retrieve Salesforce records based on your specific requests and conditions. For example, you could ask it to find all open opportunities that are set to close this quarter, sorted by their creation date. It's a powerful way to quickly access relevant data without manually searching. Next, we have Summarize Record. This action provides a concise summary of a single Salesforce CRM record. Imagine you want a quick overview of the Acme deal. This feature can generate that summary for you instantly, saving you time and helping you stay informed. Then there's draft or revise email. This helps you create a new email draft or update the latest version of an email based on your input. For example, if you ask it to help write an introductory email to Steve from Acme, it can generate a professional draft that you can then customize further. The answer questions with knowledge action is also important. It allows you to get answers to specific questions based on relevant knowledge articles. For instance, you might ask, what is the policy for returns over 30 days? Keep in mind, this feature requires a knowledge license, but it can significantly streamline information retrieval. Identify record by name is about mapping your input to the correct CRM entities. So, if you mention a customer or a deal, it helps ensure you're referencing the right record within Salesforce. Query records with aggregate lets you get totals or detailed information based on your query. Whether you need a count of records or summarized data, this feature simplifies that process. These actions collectively enhance your ability to work efficiently within Salesforce, integrating data retrieval, summarization, communication, and knowledge access, all designed to streamline your workflow and keep you focused on what matters most. Let's take a closer look at the different types of agent actions and what they mean. First, we have Apex actions. These are powerful because they allow us to call classes and variables within Apex, which means we can interact with third-party APIs or external applications. Apex is especially useful when dealing with complex logic or enforcing intricate business rules, giving us a lot of flexibility and control. Next, we have flow actions. Flows are fantastic for creating, updating, deleting, and retrieving records. They enable us to automate processes within specific topics using the flow builder. What's also great is that existing flows can be referenced directly by agent actions, which helps streamline and standardize our automation efforts. Finally, there are prompt templates. These can be invoked as Agentforce actions, assisting agents with handling various queries, such as searching knowledge bases or classifying information. A prompt template essentially guides the large language model on how to respond, including selecting the appropriate model. Similar to flows, we can use pre-built prompt templates within Agentforce, making it easier to deliver consistent and accurate responses. Overall, understanding these different action types helps us tailor our automation and interaction strategies, ensuring we meet our business needs efficiently and effectively. Instructions provide essential guidance for agents by offering clear and detailed context for each interaction. They help agents understand exactly how to respond in different situations. These instructions are highly customizable, allowing us to define the tone and style of responses, as well as specify what responses to avoid. This flexibility ensures that the agent's communication aligns perfectly with our brand and goals. Plus, instructions are mapped to specific topics and can easily be edited within the Agentforce Builder platform. Overall, well-crafted instructions are key to delivering consistent, effective, and personalized interactions that support our overall customer experience strategy. A reasoning engine is an AI system that mimics human-like decision-making and problem-solving capabilities. It does this by using rules, data, and logic to arrive at conclusions. Now, when we look at how humans reason, there are three main types of inference mechanisms that these engines tend to emulate. First, there's deductive reasoning. This is when you make an inference based on universal and generally accepted facts. For example, if I say, all birds lay eggs, and I know a pigeon is a bird, then I can conclude that pigeons lay eggs. Deductive reasoning is very logical and straightforward. Next, we have inductive reasoning, which is a bit different. It involves drawing a conclusion from specific instances or samples. For instance, if every dog I meet is friendly, I might conclude that all dogs are friendly. It's based on patterns and observations, but it's not as certain as deductive reasoning. Finally, there's abductive reasoning. This is used when we have incomplete or ambiguous information. It's about making the best probable conclusion given the clues. For example, if I see torn papers all over the floor and know our dog was alone in the apartment, I might infer that the dog tore the papers. It's a logical guess, based on the evidence at hand. Understanding these reasoning types helps us see how reasoning engines can replicate human thought processes, making AI more intelligent and adaptable in decision-making. Large language models, or LLMs, can actually reason like humans do when we guide them with structured prompting strategies. These reasoning methods are designed to help break down complex problems step by step, which not only improves their accuracy, but also makes their reasoning more interpretable and boosts overall performance. Let's look at some of the key strategies. First, we have chain of thought, or COTI. This approach involves breaking down a problem into logical, step-by-step reasoning, which makes the process transparent and helps us trace any errors that might occur. Next is reasoning plus acting, or REACT. This combines reasoning with real-world interaction and feedback, which is great for reducing hallucinations, those false or misleading outputs, and it ultimately makes the model more trustworthy. Then there's the tree of thoughts, or TT. This method explores multiple reasoning paths at each step, allowing the model to make more deliberate, human-like decisions, especially for complex tasks. Finally, reasoning via planning, or RAP, uses the LLM as a planner and predictor to simulate future outcomes. This approach excels in tasks involving planning, mathematics, and logical inference. So, to make LLMs work as effective reasoning engines, we need to guide them with these strategies. They help us harness the full potential of LLMs by structuring their reasoning processes in ways that are more accurate, trustworthy, and aligned with human thought processes. Let's take a closer look at the key components of an AI agent. First, we have the goal, which clearly defines the task or objective that the agent is working towards. Next, there's the environment, which includes all the context, such as user input, the history of interactions, and training data, that the agent needs to understand and operate within. Then we have reasoning. This is where large language models, or LLMs, come into play. They help the agent plan, observe what's happening, and adapt its actions to stay on track towards its goal. Following that, there's the action component, which involves executing tasks through various tools, like conducting a search, generating code, or engaging in dialogue. Now, it's important to distinguish between different types of AI agents. Fully autonomous agents can make and act on decisions independently, although this is still an experimental area. Semi-autonomous agents, on the other hand, include a human in the loop for guidance or approval. Examples like ChatGPT, Agentforce Assistant, and Duet AI fall into this category. At the core, LLMs serve as the brain, handling reasoning and planning, while the hands and legs of the AI agent are the tools that allow it to take real-world actions. These combined capabilities enable AI agents to be practical and effective in real-life applications. Finally, you can see how reasoning engines are fundamental in these applications, helping AI agents navigate complex tasks and environments, ultimately making them more useful and versatile in real-world scenarios. Let's take a closer look at the key differences between Einstein Bot's article answers and Agentforce's data library. Starting with the data type, article answers primarily work with structured data, meaning they rely on specific fields within knowledge articles. In contrast, Agentforce's data library handles unstructured data, such as full articles, PDFs, attachments, and other varied content types. When it comes to setup, Einstein bots require manual mapping and training of intents, which can be a bit time-consuming, especially as your knowledge base grows. On the other hand, Agentforce simplifies this process by allowing you to upload content directly, with automatic indexing and minimal configuration needed. In terms of flexibility, article answers are somewhat limited. They typically provide predefined Q and A pairs, so responses are more predictable. Agentforce, however, offers broader, more natural language responses drawn from a wide variety of content, making interactions feel more conversational and dynamic. Now, regarding the use of generative AI, Einstein bots have made recent strides by adding retrieval-augmented generation capabilities, but it's still optional. Conversely, Agentforce relies heavily on large language models combined with RAG as a core component, ensuring that answers are grounded in the actual content. Finally, the build and update times differ quite a bit. Einstein bots can take longer to set up and update, especially with larger knowledge bases, whereas Agentforce benefits from automated indexing and chunking, making updates faster and more efficient. Overall, these differences highlight how Agentforce's approach aims for faster, more flexible, and content-rich responses, aligning well with the goal of delivering a more natural and effective customer support experience. Thank you all for your time and attention today. I really appreciate your engagement and questions. I hope this presentation has provided you with valuable insights and practical ideas that you can apply moving forward. Remember, the key takeaways are about understanding the core concepts and how they connect to our overall goals. If you take anything away from this, I want it to be that continuous learning and collaboration are essential for success. Once again, thank you so much for being here and for your interest. I look forward to seeing how you implement these ideas in your work. Have a great day.